phase.
Welcome to Area B in Big
I should probably go to bed. I should probably turn off my phone. I should quit while I'm ahead. I should probably leave you alone. Yeah, if I'm fine, baby, are you going for the ride? When I look into your eyes, I just wanna hold you all night. I should probably go to bed.
Well, somebody told me you had a boyfriend who looked like a girlfriend that I had in February of last year. It's not confidential, I got potential, rushing around.
Because of you, I never stray too far from the sidewalk. Because of you, I learned to play on the safe side so I don't get hurt. Because of you.
Keep on the making better, doing faster, makes stronger than ever. After hour, work is never over. Keep on the making better, doing faster, makes stronger than ever. After hour, work is never over.
Because of you.
Keep on the making better,
Because of you.
doing faster, makes stronger.
Because of you.
Keep on the making better.
Because of you.
Her sister was a witch. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get more. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky.
Can you stay up all night? Fuck me till the daylight. 30 for 35. Can you stay up all night? Fuck me till the daylight. 30 for 35. Give me a man after midnight. Want somebody help me chase the shadows away. Give me a man after midnight. Take me through the darkness to the break of the day.
And we'll all float on, okay. And we'll all float on, okay. And we'll all float on, okay. And we'll all float on anyway. Why? You only say you love me when you're high. It's like we go through the same shit every night. Oh, gonna change, but it never does. I'm on the pursuit of happiness, and I know everything that's shining always gonna go. I'll be fine once I get it. I'll be good. It never does. You only say you love me when you're high. It's like we go through the same shit every night. You always swear this shit's gonna change, but it never does. You only say you love me when you're
Baby, be the class clown. I'll be the beauty queen. Tears. It's a new art form. People out in each year. We're so happy. Even when we're smiling out of fear. Let's go dancing to the score and talk it up like yeah.
Cap in a stem, catch a wave on us. Take a shot, make a friend, just enjoy the moment. Blue sky walking on these haters. Celebrate every day like a birthday. Good things come to those that wait up. Don't wait to jump in too long. Don't sleep, you gotta stay up.
And if I'm ever gonna move on, I'ma need some whiskey glasses, 'cause I don't wanna see the truth. She's probably making out on the couch right now with someone new. Yeah, I'ma need some whiskey glasses if I'm gonna make it through. I'ma be single, I'ma need a double shot of that heartbreak proof. I'ma make the crowd go.
My name Mac Miller. Who the fuck are you? Well, my crew too live, but I ain't Uncle Luke. And I ain't no hipster, girl, I can make your hipster. From Pittsburgh, smoke papers over Swisher. Welcome to the Campbell Chronicles. Looking out my mind it goes. I'm dodging obstacles, I gamble like the Bellagio. You got to roll some heroin, 'cause everything I thought to go. Type to leave it clean and fucking shiny, word to mop and glow. What am I now? What am I now? What if I'm someone I don't want around? I'm falling again, I'm falling again, I'm falling, falling.
'Cause there we are again on that little town street. You almost ran the red 'cause you were looking over at me. Wind in my hair, I was there. I remember it all too well. Hey, you call me up again just to break me like a promise. So casually cruel in the name of being honest. I'm a crumbled down piece of paper lying here. 'Cause I remember it all.
Is it true that if you don't use it, you lose it?
You used to get it in your fishnets, now you only get it in your night dress. Discarded all the naughty nights for niceness, landed in a very common crisis. Everything's in order in a black hole, nothing seems to pity as the past though. A Bloody Mary's like an El Tabasco, remember when you used to be a rascal.
A, B, C, D, E, F. You and your mom and your sister and your job and your broke ass car and that's shit you call art. Fuck you and your friends that I'll never see again. Everybody but your dog, you can all fuck off.
The best you ever had, the best you ever had is just a memory and those dreams.
No, 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 no. A, B, C, D, E, F.
Raindrops, drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot bar. Cooking, fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up dope in the crock pot. Bad and bougie, bad. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. My niggas are savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. My bitch with a Uzi. My niggas are savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. Hey!
Oh, take my breath and make it last forever, babe. Do it now or never, babe. Take my breath. Nobody does it better, babe. Take my breath. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that's the heart does go on. Once more, you open the door, and you're here in my heart, my heart.
Okay, I like it, Picasso.
See the line where the sky meets the sea. It calls me. No one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know. If I go, there's just no telling how far I'll go.
It's time to shine away. It's time to shine away. Oh, dear. It's time to shine away. It's time to shine away.
Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke niggas. Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke niggas. Get down, girl, gon' head, get down. Get down, girl, gon' head, get down. Get down, girl, gon' head, get down. Get down, girl, gon' head. Cutie the bomb, met her at a beauty salon with a baby Louis Vuitton under her underarm. She said,
It's time to shine away. It's time to shine away.
but I'm looking for the one. How you seen her? My psychic told me she had the Essex Serena, Trina, Gina for Lopez, 4 kids, and I gotta take all they bad ass.
I don't got no type. Nah. Bad bitches is the only thing that I like. You ain't got no life. Nah. Cups with the ice, and we do this every night. Hey. I ain't check the price. I got it. I make my own money, so I spend it how I like. I'm just living life. Hey. Hey. And let my mama tell it, nigga, I ain't living right.
Calling up angels. Calling up angels. Calling up angels. Calling up angels.
15, there's still time for you. Time to buy and time to lose. 15, there's never a wish better than this. When you only got 100 years.
Tell you that friend. It's time you had the touch. Give your reasons.
Only got 100 years to live.
Hey boy, I really wanna see if you can go downtown with a girl like me. Hey boy, I really wanna be with you, 'cause it's just my type. Oh na 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 na.
Here's a drive in a deep left field by Castellanos.
and more. Going, hey, it's not a miracle we needed. No, I wouldn't let you think so. Folded, 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 folded. Folded, 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 folded.
And I wish you were here. I wish you were here. And I wish you were here. I wish you were here. Even though you're gone, you're still in my mind. Though it's been so long since you said goodbye. But every night I wish you were here. I wish you were here. Ooh, I love you when you do it like that. And when you're closer, give me the shivers. Oh baby, you wanna dance till the sunlight cracks. So when we say the party's over, then we'll bring it right back.
When the vibes are good, the rest don't matter. Till the pain will kill, the glass will shatter. There's a way, there's you and I remain the same.
I wish you were here.
Let the soul gravitate to the love, y'all.
Killing people, dying, children hurt, and you hear them crying. When you practice what you preach, and when you turn the other cheek. Father, 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 help us. Get some guidance from above. These people got me questioning. Where is the
And I
love?
told you to be patient, and I told you to be fine, and I told you to be balanced, and I told you to be kind. And in the morning I'll be with you, but it'll be a different time. Cause I'll be holding on to you, and I'll be holding on to
Where is the
you.
love?
Wrong with the world, mama. People living like they ain't got no mama.
I'm coming up. I want the world to know. I got to let it show. I'm coming up. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. I'm coming.
You can drive all night, looking for the answers in the pouring rain. You want to find peace of mind, looking for the answers.
Cut it. Them bricks is way too high, you need to cut it. Your price is way too high, you need to cut it. Cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it.
Y'all shouldn't have let the world gas me. It's too late cause I'm here to stay and these girls know that I'm nasty. I sent it back to her boyfriend with my handprint on her ass.
Open all the doors and let you out into the world. Closing time. Turn all of the lights on over every boy and every girl.
Fuck you, goodbye, you hurt me for the last time. It's time for me to move on. So fuck you and goodbye. I gave you love and I hate it. Yeah, all the time that I wasted. Fuck you, goodbye, you hurt me for the last time.
I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home.
Fuck you, goodbye, you hurt me for the last time.
There's people that are dying.
in the game she plays. She say I want something to get me through this semi-time kind of life. Baby, baby, I want something. I'm not listening when you say
I know I fucked up, I'm just a loser. Shouldn't be with ya. Guess I'm a quitter while you're out there drinking. I'm just here thinking about where I should have been. I've been lonely.
One day, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old and think of all the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old and think of all the stories that we could have told.
Super lonely.
It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. I feel fine.
Super lonely.
I think it's time we stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going. We better stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going. We better stop. Now, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
They've been talking about the way I do what I do. They heard I was good, they wanna see if it's true. They know you're the one I wanna give it to. Can see you want me to. Now it's me and you. Now I've been waiting.
I think it's time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. I think it's time we stop. Children, what's that sound?
I don't know shit about fuck.
Yeah. Ride with the mob, hum through Allah. Check you and me, and do your job. Berg is the name, then Baller did the chain. Phone for the watch, Prezi plain Jane. Lamborghini chain, rest in peace, I'm my superior. Hermes is like a feeder village in Liberia. DMC taking pictures, post my hysteria. Mama see me all BT and start tearing up. I'm start killing niggas, how'd you get that track? I attended Harlem picnics where you risk your life. Uncle used to skim perks, selling nicks at night. I was only 8 years old, watching Nick at night. Uncle's like a one in that bathroom bucket. Back to his pet, hope daddy don't cut him. Suicidal thoughts brought to me with no advisory. He was bitching, got me selling beans, now ivory.
24 hours to go. I wanna be sedated. Nothing to do, no way to go home. I wanna be sedated. Just get me to the airport, put me on a plane. Hurry, 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 before I go insane. I can't control my fingers, I can't control my brain. Oh no, oh, 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 oh.
He was playing games, got you dancing in the middle of the club. Got you dancing in the middle of the club. I know what you chasing, you can only get this feeling from a thug. You can only get this feeling from a thug. Tears falling in this liquor in your cup. All you really want is love. Baby, all you really want is love. Only talk to bosses independent, can't be fucking with a scrub. But I know you can't be fucking with a scrub.
You have for takeaway.
I wanna be sedated.
You have for takeaway.
I don't really care if you cry. I don't really shouldn't have a lie. Should've saw the way she looked me at my eyes. She said, baby, I am not afraid to die. Push me to the edge, all my friends are dead. Push me to the edge, all my friends are dead. Push me to the edge, all my friends are dead. Push me to the edge.
Babe, I'm wrong. Should've done better than this. Please, I'll be strong. I'm finding it hard to resist.
No woman no cry. No woman no cry. No woman no cry. No woman no cry.
Save me, I'm lost. Oh Lord, I've been waiting for you.
No woman no cry.
Show me what I'm looking you not here with me? Can you break bread with me? Why you switch phone numbers like clothes? Why you can't answer me? Yeah, cause I got more. Why you not here with me? Can you break bread with me? Why you switch phone numbers like clothes? Why you can't answer me?
And I don't forgive and love away, but I want someone to love me. I need someone who needs me. Cause it don't feel right when it's late at night. It's just me and my dreams. So I want someone to love. That's what I fucking want. These days are way too lonely. I'm missing out, I know. These days are way too alone. And I'm not forgiving, love away, but
why you not here with me? Can you break bread with me? Why you switch phone numbers like clothes? Why you can't answer me?
that's what I fucking want.
Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, it'll soon be here. It'll be better than before. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone.
Why you always wanna act like lovers, but you never wanna be each other's? I said don't look back, but I go right back in. All of a sudden I'm hypnotized. You're the one that I can't deny. Every time that I say I'm gonna walk away, you turn me on like a light switch. When you're moving your body around and around, now I don't wanna fight this. You know how to just make me want. You turn me on like a light switch. When you're moving your body around and around, you got me in a tight grip. You know how to just make me want. You know, baby.
Take a sip from my secret potion. I'll make you fall in love. First vow that can't be broken. One drop should be enough. For you belong to me. I got the recipe and it's almost like magic.
Who do you think you are? I am.
Very superstitious, writings on the wall. Very superstitious, let us rock the song.
Be about us, be about trust. Got to do it, got to do with it.
I hate college, but love all the parties. Finishing cakes and crushing bottles of Bacardi. King of the class, I'd rather lay up with a hottie. Single doesn't mean I'm looking for somebody. Some say the drink lays up for hardly. Popping PK, ski a little bit of Molly. Had my on my mind, most people say probably. But I've been on my grind, puffing out of that collie.
Go street in the rain, come on. Ready to let it go. Shimmy, go love, listen to it. Light it up and take a puff, that's it to me now. And down, down, baby, go street in the rain, go. Ready to let it go. Shimmy, go love, light it up, take a puff, pass it to me now.
Got to do it, got to do with it. Got to do with it.
Don't be a baby, remember what you told me. Shut up and put your money where your mouth is. That's what you get for waking up in Vegas. Get up and shake the glitter off your clothes now. That's what you get for waking up in Vegas. So put your best face on, everybody pretend you know this song. Everybody come hang. Let's go out with a bang.
They won't see us waiting from such great heights. Come down now. They'll say that everything looks perfect from far away. Come down now. You're gonna die, clown! Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Give you all you want, bring it in first. And I just wanna put you first. Give you all you want, bring it in first.
Jesus in America too. She's a good girl, she's crazy about Elvis, loves horses, and her boyfriend too.
Easy on me, baby. I was still a child, didn't get the chance to. I'm free, free falling. Yeah, I'm free, free falling. Go easy on me.
Singing, I love rock and roll. Put another time in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll. So come on, take your time and dance with me. I love rock and roll. Put another time in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll. So come on, take your time and dance with me.
Fight so dirty, but your love so sweet. Talk so pretty, but your heart got teeth. Late night devil, put your hands on me. And never, 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 ever let go.
Shorty had them apple bottom jeans with the fur. The whole club was looking at her. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, Shorty got low.
Fight so dirty, been no Reeboks with the strap. Talk so pretty, and that big booty is fine. Big booty is fine. Big booty is fine.
Drop it to the floor, make that ass shake. Whoa, make the ground move, that's an ass quake. Build a house up on that ass, that's an ass state. Roll my weed on it, that's an ass trait. Stay A, don't we do this every day? Hey, don't work them long nights to get payday. Finally got pay, now I need shade and a vacate. It's getting bill hate, so much hate, I need a AK.
And I think it's gonna be a long time till touchdown brings me running into fight. I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no. Oh la la, life's too short to be worried. Baby, let's get to work. We only go through what makes us happy. Baby, this life's too short. Oh la la, life. Oh life. Oh la la, life's too short. Go hard.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back in the building. We are back in the building here, people. Getting ourselves excited, getting ourselves ready, getting ourselves set for this absolutely incredible, absolutely monstrumental, absolutely dynamic day ahead. It is Money Monday. Money Monday. So let's go make some money. So let's go make some cash. So let's go ahead and put ourselves on top of the leaderboard here. That's what it all comes on down to. I want to make as much money as I can, as much cash as I can today. I want this pre-market to go absolutely nuclear in every way. Tradecaster. Traders across the world. From New York City to San Diego. From Paris all the way to Hamburg. All the way from, again, the northern Norway to the bottom of South Africa. Good morning today. Good morning to you. Now it is 7:44 at this moment. We haven't seen anything really take on off just yet. So we're fine. I want to let you guys know right now we are good. We are fine. We are okay. There is nothing going absolutely nuts just yet. But that could change maybe the next 1 minute. And maybe the next 1 minute we do see some news at 7:45. Maybe we see RITR start spiking back up, TNON. But right now here, traders, I actually want to wait first to see if anything comes out at 7:45. And then let's go over everything. Okay? So again, let's see what we get. If there is anything new or fresh, maybe right around that 7:45 mark. If there is, great. Let's get ready to trade. I also do want to show you guys right now, I do not have any trades. My positions are 0 out of 0 out of 0. So, no positions right now. Nothing I'm sitting on. Nothing I'm in at. We are just sitting back, waiting and watching. And we're going to see again where this buying volume can take us. So I don't think there's even anything at 7:45 just yet. So let's start working our way down these top gainers. Let's start with the very top, go on down to the bottom. Let's get everyone a sense of clarity so that when that 8 o'clock news comes, we're ready to rock and roll. So we got about 15 minutes to go over everything before the next solid press release wave. What we have right now is UOKA. Now, ladies and gentlemen, UOKA does not have any sort of news today. There is no credibility over on UOKA today. The stock is up 100%. It's 660,000 in float. And to be completely frank with you, it just comes on out to this stock is most likely going to reverse right around 266. Can everyone see that the number one top gainer of today, UOKA, has reversed 4 times when it has hit the 200-day moving average? We hit the 200-day moving average, we fade and fall. Hit the 200-day moving average, fade and fall. Hit the 200-day moving average, fade and fall. Hit the 200-day moving average, fade and fall. UOKA hits the 200-day moving average, starts fading back on down. That's what we get. That's what we're seeing. That's what we have. You hit the 200-day moving average, you fade and fall. Hit the 200-day moving average, fade and fall. We see that happen over and over and over again. So if we have a stock that has no credibility whatsoever, and we have a low float, we know that this stock is most likely moving just because it has a low supply. Remember, the shares that are available for us, the shares that we as the public can trade is the float. When there's only 660,000 shares available, that's a very tiny amount. For anyone that needs a little scale, anything under 2 million shares on float is very small. Anything under 5 million is rather small. Anything under 10 million, it's pretty good. And then anything like 20 million or higher, we really don't care about that much. But when you see, again, 660,000, that's very low. 8 million, relatively low. 3 million, very low. 6 million, pretty low. 1 million, very low. And that's why, again, a lot of top gainers every day are lower float plays. That's why over on Fox Runner, I have it set for only 0 to 30 million in float stocks. Because we want to see these lower float plays. EZRA having a little bit of action. Let's see here real quick. EZRA. Oh, again, a little too small for me. Again, I love AM Trader. I love, again, the heads up right there over on EZRA. I love how, again, you're getting after it. You're trying to make this quick cash. You're seeing EZRA with a little bit of a pop. I'm not personally a fan of 20-cent stocks, but I love how you alerted that. So let's go on to the very bottom right here because I know they talk about UOKA. This is UOKA right here, guys. UOKA, the number one top gainer as of 6 a.m. Eastern time. UOKA, 100% on no news. UOKA, 100%, no news, 660 float, 200-day moving average is the target. As of 6 a.m., well, now it's almost 2 hours later, almost 8 a.m. now, The UOKA is the #1 top gainer with a gap up of 100%. There are no current filings, no press releases. The last press release was on December 23rd. So guys, this is a month and a half ago, a last press release. So what's pushing UOKA? Sometimes all a stock needs is a lower float to gain momentum. Simply enough though, as you guys can see, it just comes on down to most likely the best play here today is going to be to short UOKA. Bet against the play. Bet it will fall and fade when it comes on up to the 200-day moving average. Yes, the area of where it fell right here. The area of where it fell right here, right here, right here. And most likely, guess what? It's probably going to fall right here. So I want to see if this play is going to be able to, touch this top and start reversing. So if UOKA, the #1 top gainer on the day, does get up to the price around 265, we probably want to look to short it. If we do get up towards around the price of 265, we probably want to go ahead and look to short that play. Okay? So make sure that you guys are all ready. That's one that I want to go into full detail. Now we do have the #2 top gainer on the day. Now before I go even farther, what do you guys realize about the biggest difference between the #1 top gainer on the day and the #2 top gainer on the day? What is the biggest difference here? Well, to me, it's the fact that we're going from a 100% gain to a 34% gain. That's a very sharp drop off. To see a 100% gain and then drop on down to a 34% gain, that is a sharp sell off. That is a sharp drop off. So what we have here is we could tell this one isn't super hot. But we did have some sort of news on it. Let's go ahead and scroll on up. This was alerted when it came on out here, RITR. This was around 6 a.m. this morning. It says RITR signs. What are they signing? They're signing an agreement. Okay, agreement is a key word. And what's the agreement? Well, the agreement is going to be to have a target of $1 billion. So you do have some hot keywords right here. You're signing a strategic corporation framework agreement. Signing an agreement working with a company trying to reach that $1 billion milestone. So is RITR an amazing press release? No. It doesn't say we've made an agreement and we have conquered the $1 billion milestone. They haven't reached it. But they have a target for it. Now, traders, what I do want you guys to understand is when you have the word target, it means it hasn't happened yet. What's the example I always give? I always say you might have a target to lose 20 pounds before summer. That's a target. That doesn't mean anything. There is no credibility towards it. You might hit your 20-pound goal. I hope you do. But it doesn't mean there is actually anything to represent like credibility. A target's a target. Doesn't mean it's actually good. So that's why when you take a look on RITR and you're saying, why is this one not spiking and going crazy? It hasn't actually accomplished anything. Yes, we do have a keyword, which is great. But at the same time, we still probably need something a little better. Now, obviously, as you guys know, over on Fox Runner, you guys do have all your keywords. Every single person should know every single keyword. Every single keyword here should be memorized. Every single keyword should be studied. Every single keyword, you should know exactly what it is. Your life will become 10 times easier, especially with finding hot plays, if you know what are the words that lead to big-time breakouts. Agreement is a good keyword, but it was agreement to reach a target. The target's not accomplished yet. So again, that's why every single keyword that comes on out, I know, receives, purchase, right? We're receiving to be able to purchase. We have what? A phase 3, phase 2, contract, approval, phase, right? These are words that lead to spikes. RITR, 3-star word, does have the word agreement. So again, things that, can help push these plays on up at this moment, right? Now, if we take a look at the top gainers today with news, we know the #1 top gainer today doesn't have news, which was that OPK stock, whatever that was. RITR is the best play this morning with news with that agreement press release. But, as we said, we don't have a big top gainer just yet. We have a 100% top gainer with no credibility, and then we drop on down to a 35% top gainer. So we're still waiting for something to get the people excited. We do have ELTK. ELTK receiving a purchase order for $12.2 million. ELTK, this is a good press release. We received, what are receiving? A purchase order. Okay, for how much? $12 million. Well, that's going to make investors happy. That's going to make investors excited. And that is why we are seeing ELTK. Let me grab this. ELTK trying to build up some hype. ELTK, bring in this hype, bring in this momentum. It's getting a little bit of a spike right now. This is probably the best press release of the day. You know, ELTK has gone from what, $8.50 to now again $10. As I'm speaking about ELTK, it is getting a little bit more hype. We can see ELTK was alerted right here at 7:30, receives purchase order for again $12.2 million, and ELTK's trying. Now, what's the issue with ELTK? Number one, stay above that $10 mark. $10 is the 200-day moving average. You want to stay above that $12 mark. $10. If you can stay above $10, this one has a lot of potential to be able to keep on growing. But if we pop above $10 and come right back on down, I mean, guys, it could get a little ugly. Stock could have a quick little spike and then just start reversing right back on down. The most important thing for buyers is to be able to hold above 10 bucks. Once you go underneath 10 bucks, it could easily fade, it could easily fall, it could easily start getting weaker. But it is probably the best press release so far. So if this one does take on off, I can understand why, but it's a little bit choppy, as you guys can see at this moment. A little bit choppy, a little bit ugly. ELTK trying to get a little bit of hype right now. So we have UOKA, no buying volume, or excuse me, no actual credibility. Most likely going to reverse where it reversed the last 4 times. 200-day moving average, 266, 266, 266, 266. RITR did have news this morning talking about agreement and a target for $1 billion. Had a quick spike from initial hype and then started fading right back on down. Then on top of that, the best press release I see today is ELTK. ELTK has gone from $8.50 to now $10. What's holding this play on up? The red line, the 200-day moving average. The same exact thing that's holding UOKA up. UOKA, every time it spikes, it hits it, it falls, it hits it, it falls, it hits it, it falls. That's why we use these moving averages on the daily chart. They tell us where, again, some strong resistance most likely is going to be. Now, let's say hypothetically, ELTK starts bringing in some buying volume. How high can this play go up to? If it starts bringing in a lot of buying volume, I would say 1080 all the way up towards like 1150. So I would say, again, these would be the next kind of main areas to look at. 1080, and then if it keeps on spiking all the way up towards around that 1150 mark, 1160 would be like the next main target. So I would say, hey, let's see how much shares are to short on ELTK, but let's not do it until like 1150, 1160. Let's just play it super smart. Maybe because I do like ELTK's press release. ELTK is probably the best press release so far today. So ELTK, let me bring this on over. Let's go with 1,000 shares, inquire all. Oh, it's already shortable. We don't even have to. It says already shortable. Awesome. So maybe ELTK, maybe if I want to do 100 shares at a time, and I do, 100 shares at the price of $11.44. Then I do 100 shares at $11.55. Then again, 59. Then 100 shares at the price of $11.61. Then 100 shares at $11.70. Then 100 shares at again $11.81. So it just basically spreading from 1140 all the way up towards 1180, all the way up towards 1190, just spreading out different orders to see if I could possibly get filled on this play and a little bit of a pop. And if the stock ever does get a little bit of a pop, try to get the best overall cost basis by just having multiple averages. So I'm literally going to go from 1140 all the way up towards around 1225. That's where I'm going to put in short entries, just in case this thing gets a little crazy, gets a nice little $1.50 pop, and then we start seeing a reversal back on down. So right now, do I care about UOKA? Not really. Stock most likely is going to hit 260 and start dropping. Do I care about RITR? Not really. The stock did have an agreement, does have a target of $1 billion, but doesn't mean anything to me. Do I care about CCHH? No. Do I care about TNON? No. Do I care about ELTK? Yes, I think that's the best press release so far today. So out of all these plays, we have everything. But now, again, taking a look at this list right here, you feel more confident. You say to yourself, oh, wow, okay, I know what to look at out of these top 2. I know to ignore number 3 and 4. I know number 5 has the best press release of the day. Well, again, Foxrunner alerted that right here. We can, again, take a look at what are the best press releases today. We have RITR, which is the best press release with the gap up, and ELTK, which is a close second. Now, I personally like ELTK a little bit more, and I think it has a little bit more room to run. But we also do know, obviously, our number 1 top gainer today is UOKA, and then, again, it kind of drops on down towards RITR. So it's like right now we are all prepared. We know what's happening, and we know we got 3 minutes here until the 8 a.m. press release wave. So in 3 minutes, we do have the 8 a.m. press release wave, and that's where either A, we could possibly see volume and momentum move over to ELTK, or number 2, we see something new and fresh and hot come on out. Now, please note here, traders, I do not have any entries just yet. I am not filled on anything at this moment. This is my position box so far today. 0 out of 0. Now, 2026 has been incredible. We have been making so much money so far in 2026, right? So, we want to keep this party going. I'm not going to short too soon. I'm not going to short at $10 and have this thing squeeze up to 12. I would rather wait for a $2 rip, try to get filled at a top. And remember, what's the way that I like to trade? The way that I like to trade is, hey, Deck, right now you're putting entries at $11.60, $12. What if we don't get filled up there? What if the stock doesn't go up there? You know what's the worst case scenario? Okay, then we don't lose any money. We don't, like, the thing that I like to do is I like to put entries for dip buys down so low, and I like to put shorting entries up so high that if I get filled up high, I know I'm at a very tippity-toppity high where the odds are it's going to fade and fall. And if I do put an entry down so low and the stock falls so much it's considered oversold, and there's a great chance we get a little bit of a dip buy and a bounce play back on up. And the worst case scenario to me most of the time is, you know what? Worst case scenarios is I may not get filled. And if I don't get filled, I don't get a trade. But if I do get filled, I feel confident. If I do get filled, I feel good about it. So I think, having emotions in your favor is very important. Traders, right now, we are about 1 minute away until the 8 a.m. press release wave. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Let's get ready to see what we have. Let's see again what comes on up. Obviously, I will read everything to you so that you guys are all ready to get after it, ready to make as much money as possible. If anything starts spiking, ripping, and running, we'll be all set together as a team to get ready and make this money. Traders, how's the live stream today? How's the stream doing? We clean? We crispy? Audio good? You in 1080 HD? You guys feeling alive? You guys ready to thrive? You guys hitting that thumbs on up? We all in real time right here, ready to rock and roll? You guys feeling good? 8 a.m. coming up in the next 10 seconds right now, actually. Let's get ready to rock. Big day ahead. I want to see your excitement. I want to see you guys feeling good. I want you guys giving yourself a little bit of that confident rub down right here. Traders, ELTK getting a quick little pop. ELTK just spiked up to 1060. Let's see if that could possibly break even more over on ELTK. So ELTK actually spiked on up towards a new high right there, 1060 for a quick moment. We'll see that buying volume. We also do have the word treatment, KRYS. Whenever I see the word treatment, KRYS, see if that gets some hype. Nope, nothing right there. Cancer record. Oh, guys, I do like FLYX. Didn't mean that. FLYX. FLYX, it could get some hype. Why do I think FLYX could get some hype? Reports record unaudited results. Okay, nope, that's an earnings report actually. Sorry. Partnership SLMT. Let's see here. Nope, nothing there. I'm just trying to find which one is going to spike. Which one is going to take on off? MIMI. That's a little bit smaller, guys. MIMI, it's a little smaller. Not going to be like my favorite play, to be honest with you. At the same time, MIMI is a stock that's starting to spike, is a stock that's getting some momentum, is a stock that's starting to get a little bit of hype. So, let's see what we get coming on up. I would say MIMI right now is one of the better press releases. It is a little bit of a smaller guy. MNTS having a NASA PR. Guys, MNTS starting to take on off nice. So MNTS has a partnership with NASA over on MNTS. So that's getting a little bit of hype. A NASA partnership over on MNTS. Space stocks have been extremely hot. Why have space stocks been extremely hot? Well, ladies and gentlemen, you guys probably know this, but with the SpaceX IPO, right? SpaceX IPO coming out in June. People have been absolutely loving space stocks. And as you guys have space stocks, people are again jumping in on these plays quickly. Guys, let's go over to MNTS right now. MNTS, Deck, how high could this one go up to? 50-day moving average is 948. This one came up to 935 so far. If it breaks that 948 mark, it's probably going to run up towards like almost probably $11. I'm going to look to short if this one can get up towards around that $11 mark. MNTS, let's see how much these shares are to short. 2,500 shares is a good chunk of change, I think. Let's see what we have. 2,500 shares. Let's locate the lowest. Click cancel. That's going to cost $30. I will accept that right now to see if I can get it. And then again, I want to see if this thing can spike up towards around $11. Good. I'm going to cancel my ELTK trades right now. Canceling my ELTK trades and start looking for possible MNTS trades if this thing starts spiking up towards $11 or higher. So I'm going to look for $11, $11.11. I'm going up towards $11.40. I'm going up towards $11.70. So I'm just going to spread out just in case this gets one of those big pops. just in case this ever gets one of those big pops. I'm going all the way from $11 to $12 and trying to get the best overall cost basis. It might not get there. But remember, I'm looking at if this stock does squeeze and spike and run up towards that next high, how much higher can we go? That's what I'm looking for. So here's the MNTS press release right here, guys. It came out at 8 o'clock. 2-star press release. Does have the NASA partner. So NASA and partner or partnership definitely could bring in a lot of hype and bring in a lot of momentum. MNTS basically had a quick spike and started dropping on down. The two plays that we talked about, right? MNTS, MIMI. So those are the two plays that kind of got the hype. Those are the two plays that got the momentum. Those are the two plays that, again, got the quick action so far. And remember, what makes stocks spike? News. You have to have some sort of press release to be able to bring in hype. Press releases lead towards people giving people a reason to buy a play. When you give people a reason to buy a play, they could spike up 100% or so. Now, MNTS has had a quick little pop. It's coming right back on down. I was hoping we'd go up a little bit higher and then I could short it right back down to the ground. That's what I want to see. Again, you guys know I love shorting the quick little rips and runs. When stocks spike on up 200% in the matter of a few seconds, those are the ones I always love to short right back on down to the ground. I'm just grabbing some of these. But yeah, out of the press releases at 8 a.m., it's MNTS and MIMI. Dang. MNTS just basically had a quick spike and started coming right back on down. That's all it was. Quick spike, quick drop. Hopefully we can get something else here demonstrating. How about NKLR? MKLR secures full end supply chain in micro modular reactor, demonstrating build ready execution. Is this a nuclear play? NKLR? Guys, keep your eyes peeled on NKLR real quick. I think NKLR might get a little bit of hype. There's potential here. Is this a nuclear stock? We also have the word reports significant results. Yeah, nuclear industry. I want to see if these nuclear plays could start. I know nuclear has been a hotter topic in 2026 so far. And I want to see if NKLR, could possibly get a little momentum. So what we have right here, guys, just a little heads on up, is we do have a 3-star press release over on NKLR. NKLR is stating right here, TerraView completes a process to secure full end-to-end supply chain components for solo micro modular reactors, demonstrating build-ready execution. So in nuclear, working with micro modular reactors, small modular reactors has been a very hot keyword, demonstrating that it's ready to build these micro modular reactors. NKLR might spike. I can't guarantee it, but NKLR might get some hype. Right now, as you guys can see, MIMI does sign with a robotics company. That's what kind of brought in some hype, the word signed. And then also MNTS is having a partnership with NASA. So again, 8 o'clock press release wave. MNTS, partnership with NASA. MIMI, signs to work with another company, aka almost like a partnership. And I would say, again, NKLR is my sleeper pick right there. Guys, EZRA just came out with a press release as well. EZRA just came out with a press release, talks about definitive agreement to acquire a quantum cybersecurity company. So EZRA, and again, a very small play here. I'm not the biggest fan of stocks that are this little. I'm not the biggest fan of stocks that are sub 50 cents. So I usually don't like looking at stocks that are sub 50 cents. Regardless, I would say you still just want to be aware of it. You always want to, again, keep your eyes peeled on every single play, putting yourselves in the best positions that you possibly can. But we're back, baby. Ready to go. Hey, if we see something picking on up, if we start seeing some hype, if we start seeing some momentum, Let's get ready to rock. Let's see what MNTS can do. Guys, I mean, MNTS, if this one came up towards like $11 or so, that's where I wanted to pull the trigger. Up near around $11 or so, I wanted to make that money. Up near $11 or so, I wanted to get ready to rock. Float's too high on NKLR. What's the float? Again, you know, I'm not buying that stock right now, but I'm just kind of keeping my eyes peeled. I'm staying ready. Float, 40 million. So it is a little larger. A little bit larger, so it might not kind of go on that big spike. All right, traders, we're waiting. We're waiting, we're watching, and we are going to see what's going to take on off. Remember, a little recap right now. UOKA, number one top gainer in the stock market, has been rejected 4 times at the 200-day moving average. If UOKA spikes up towards, again, the 200-day moving average right here, you're most likely going to see a reversal. RTTR right here. This is a play that, again, or RITR, excuse me, did come out with a partnership. They have a $1 billion target. A target means nothing. I know you see the word partnership. I know you see the word $1 billion and you say, wow, that's incredible. It's not good. That's a target. Targets are not credible because they didn't happen. CCHH has nothing you need, just kind of moving sideways. TNON needs nothing. Don't need that in any play. MNTS did just have a quick spike from a NASA partnership. Stock is coming right back on down. Other than that, we're still kind of back at the same level we were. What's VAL doing? How about VAL, guys? VAL, $63 up towards around $72. What is going on with VAL at this moment? VAL talks about Transocean to acquire VAL. So again, this stock is getting acquired. Whenever you get acquired, you usually get acquired at a certain price, and you usually don't move off that price. So just a little heads up for every single person, this stock is getting acquired. And let me see if I can find the exact price. 5.8 billion, $17 billion. I don't see an exact price over on this one, but it is most of the time. Stock gets acquired, moves on up. Goes to the price that, you know, we were looking at. All right, right now we're fine. Right now, again, we're waiting for the hype. Right now we're waiting for momentum. We had a quick one, MNTS, but MNTS, we don't need anything right there. How about this, guys? What are the previous top gainers of Friday? Is there anything there? Is there anything on previous top gainers on Friday? Let's scroll on down real quickly, traders. Friday's top gainers. SMX, 89% gain. SGP, 65% gain. 89% gain over on SMX. Let's see what we have here. SMX stock went from, again, the price of $8 all the way up to $20. Right now here, traders, you could look for a dip buy and bounce play at around 1370. 1370. See if we can get a little bit of a dip and bounce and start moving our way back on up. Now, I will say this. On Friday, the penny stock market was very slow. Now, I'm not talking about the actual pennies. When I see the word penny stock market, I'm more referring to stocks that are like, you know, between the price of $1 and $20. I'm talking about more of micro caps. It was very slow. But did you guys see what happened on Friday? Friday was one of the biggest days that we have had in 2 years on the S&P 500. The S&P 500 here, traders, we had a massive gain. We actually had the Dow give it a 1,200 point return. Guys, I don't think you guys realize how big that is. Let's scroll on down here and let's actually read this for a second. If you scroll on down, it says the SPY's largest green day of 2026. The Dow returns 1,200 points on Friday. Traders, for anyone who needs a little bit of context, okay? You guys can always look at like how high the Dow is up. A lot of times when you guys go to CNBC, a lot of times when you guys watch TV, a lot of times when you guys read a paper, it'll say the Dow drops, the Dow is up. Just to give you guys a little scale, anything that is over 200 points is kind of like a normal day. The Dow moves up 200 points or drops 200 points. Anything up or over 500 points is a very big day. The Dow is up over 500 points. Wow. That might happen once a month. The Dow is up 750 points, or the Dow is down 750 points. That might happen once every 3 months. And when we see the Dow has now climbed to over 1,000 points, this happens maybe twice to 3 times a year. Maybe. So to see the Dow on Friday climb 1,200 points, It's one of the biggest moves. It's one of the biggest climbs that we are going to have all year. So remember, everyone was freaking out on Thursday. Everyone was getting so paranoid. Everyone was getting so scared on Thursday. Do you guys remember what I put? On Thursday, I actually put this on out. I said, it's the same thing once a month. One bad red day, everyone freaks out. Social media spreads fear. People don't buy the dip. Back to record highs in a few days. Literally the next day, on Friday, the stock market goes on a 1,200-point rally. I don't know if you guys remember this or not. On Thursday, everyone's, the stock market is falling. Bitcoin's at 60,000. Oh man, I'm going to be poor. And I just said, guys, everyone just calm down. It's the same thing every single month. One bad day, everyone freaks out. Social media spreads fear. People don't buy the dip. Back to record highs. This guy's like, do you really believe that's going to happen? Always. The SPY will always go back up. Right? So it's the same exact thing every single time. And to see the S&P 500 rally this big, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, comprising of 30 major industrial stocks, soared by approximately 1,200 points, or roughly 2.5% in the previous session. This propelled the stock market to a historic first close above the 50,000 milestone after briefly touching that level intraday trading. Bitcoin also tried to get back above 70,000. Bitcoin's having some trouble. Again, I still think Bitcoin's going on down towards around 37,000. 37,000 is the goal. 37,000 is where I'm going to be looking at over on Bitcoin. So we're going to still keep our eyes peeled on that. And that's going to take some time, but we can get there. Deck just made some nice money shorting MNTS. There you go. Up $2,000 already, CR Trader. CR Trader kicking things off with a nice little start to your Money Monday, huh? Right? Nice little start to your Money Monday, making a $2,325 profit. Profit. Good job, baby. Man, you guys get me excited. You guys get me fired up, kicking things on off so early. Kicking things on off, ready to rock and roll. I mean, this is what it's all about. Getting ourselves ready for a big day ahead. Getting ourselves jacked on up. You know what? I wanna get the energy going. I need a little food. Enrique! I would like to have a scrambled eggs. A beautiful smoothie. That's what I would like today. I want to start off my Money Monday with an absolutely gorgeous buffet meal. Some eggs, a smoothie, and have Claire send it in when you're ready. Thank you. Yep, thank you. Just make them scrambled. Scrambled's fine. Strawberry, blueberry, whatever you got. Thank you. This is how I want to kick things off. I want to be feeling good. I want to be energized. I want to have my belly full. Everyone right now, I would suggest, we should do this together. Everyone yell down to your personal chef and make sure, again, you're getting your food ready to go for this day. Just because it is the start of the week. We have a massive week ahead. We have Money Monday ready to rock and roll. Also, we just coming off the Super Bowl last night. Let's be honest, guys. Let's address the elephant in the room. Maybe one of the most boring Super Bowls I've ever seen in my life. Now, regardless, I am not a Seahawks fan. I am not a Patriots fan. But I mean, hey, you know who should have been the MVP? Jason Myers, right? The kicker. That guy should have been the MVP. Oh, what was this? Field goal after field goal after field goal after field goal. Cool. Sick. I'd rather watch Olympic curling. A little slow. Maybe we should have some higher scoring offense. Maybe, again, the NFL should write some scripts that, we get a touchdown every now and then. I heard the word agreement real quick. We do have the word positive. TURB getting a little bit of hype. Let's put this back up so we don't miss anything at this moment here, traders. We also have TURB. Quick little spike and dump. CMND. Guys, CMND, a little bit of hype. CMND did just come out with the word positive. So again, CMND, a little bit of positive hype starting to come on through. Right on top of the Fox Runner scanner right there over on CMND. Just came out 51 seconds ago. So we are seeing where this momentum is truly going to take us. Obviously, we are excited. We are motivated. We are ready to rock and roll for this absolutely huge day ahead. We just want to find something that's going to go a little bit higher than what we think. Right? That's what we're looking for. We're looking for something that's going to go a little bit more crazy. Something that we're saying, wow, I can't believe this thing just spiked up, 300%. Wow, the stock is bringing a lot of attention. Wow, the stock is bringing up hype. CMND, how high can this one go up to? I mean, the 50-day moving average is all the way up towards 317. Let's look at some past chart history pattern, because it seems like right now, what's the smart thing to do? The smart thing to do is anything that spikes, get ready for a short. Would you guys agree with me? Anything that spikes on up, just short it right back on down. That seems like that's the winning way. Anything that spikes, short it back on down. 175, next strong resistance area that I'm kind of noticing. Maybe it goes a little bit higher, maybe 185. Let's go 185. Let's just see how much shares are to short CMND. The issue is though it doesn't have a lot of volume, so getting filled might be a problem on a short. There's not really much volume over on this play. If MNTS can spike up towards 185, we can go after it. Shorts for 3,000 shares would cost 20 bucks. If I start seeing 160 or 170, I will locate them quickly, but it seems like this is just going to be a spike and fade, so I don't want to even waste 20 bucks. Don't even want to waste 20 bucks on it. MNTS, guys, this one needs to get all the way up towards around $11 or so. This one would just need one of those big, quick, random spikes. Ali! Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are all set there. Also, I will again throw this on out there. What did I tell you guys as well for that golf tournament? I said, all you got to do, top 10, top 20, Jake Knapp, every single freaking weekend. All I do every weekend now is I take $50 on Wednesday. I put it into a DraftKings and I just put it for Jake Knapp, top 20. And for 3 weeks in a row, Jake Knapp wins. For the last 3 weeks in a row, 50 bucks has given me about 400 bucks. 50 bucks in, 400 bucks out. 3 weeks ago. 50 bucks in, 400 bucks out. 2 weeks ago. 50 bucks in, 400 bucks out. Last week, or 3 days ago. That's incredible. It's amazing. It's the best. Jake Knapp is my human ATM machine. I want to see. I need something at 8:30, guys. I need something at 8:30. Right now, traders. Everyone hit that thumbs on up. Right now, traders. Everyone get yourself excited. Everyone hit that smash. Thumbs on up. Share. Like. Let's get ready to go. Also, all my scanners, everything that you guys are seeing on the screen is in the description below with discounts, with links. You guys can see them all. Foxy for Fox Runner, Deckmar for Trade Ideas, Deckmar for One Stop Prop, Deckmar for, again, Cobra. So click the description. You guys will be all set, ready to get after it and get ready for a big day ahead. Right now, team, things are starting to fade back on down. Starting to drop, starting to get a little bit weaker here. So again, VAL also still trying to climb here slightly. Traders, let's take the next 8 minutes. Everyone, follow along with me. Let's do a couple things just to make sure that we're fully prepared. Number one, let's go over to Analyst Alerts. Everyone click Analyst Alerts. Let's scroll on down to the very bottom. Let's work our way on up. Number one, we already talked about UOKA in detail. Let's speed run this one. We already talked about it a lot. UOKA, up 100%. No news. 660K in float. 200-day moving average target. I don't even know if this one is going to get up to the 200-day moving average of that 240 mark. But if it does, you've had 4 different times of reversing at the 200-day moving average. The odds would suggest that the perfect short would be somewhere around 240, 250. Just think about this, guys. The easiest way I like to think about it is sports. If someone took a basketball shot and missed the first one, and missed the second, and missed the third, and missed the fourth, I would assume, I'm going to make the bet that he's going to miss the 5th. Sure, there is always the chance that he throws it up in the air and that ball goes in the hoop. There's always that chance, but the odds are it's not going to happen. The best short on this play would be a stock that has no news on a low float play that gets rejected at the same area every single time. UOKA, we're keeping this one on watch. Now, what else do we have here? We did just talk about this as well. The S&P 500 just had its largest green day of 2026. The Dow was able to spike 1,206 points. The Nasdaq spiked 490 points. The S&P 500 spiked 133 points. We just saw the S&P 500 basically again have a massive drop on Thursday where we fell from 690 down to 670. Yes, a $20 drop, and then we made it all back in one day. We went from 690 to 670. People started saying, the AI bubble is popping. Software is getting decoded. Trump tariffs. This. Guess what? We're right back to where we were. Right back up towards record highs. Now, with the S&P 500 bouncing, we did see again Bitcoin recover slightly. But Bitcoin, as we talked about, Bitcoin's going to have a rough year. I'm throwing that out there for every single person. Bitcoin will have a rough year. And the reason why is a 4-year cycle. The reason why is because, again, people aren't using Bitcoin. They're using gold and silver instead. Bitcoin, in my eyes, is a heavy buy sub 40,000. And I will not be buying till at least sub 45,000. Sub 45,000, start pulling the trigger a little. Sub 40,000, start pulling everything. So that's what I'm waiting for. I'm not getting in at 60. I'm not getting in at 50. I am getting in when that stock starts getting weaker and lower. Okay? So, got a lot of fading and falling. Now, with that being stated here, traders, we do have a big week ahead. Here is the entire, right? Here is the entirety of what you guys need to be looking at. We do have the economic data coming out this week. We have more earnings this week. We have fear and greed and index this week. We do have, again, some key things that you guys want to be aware of. We do have some earnings in different stocks that you guys want to be watching before the bell. You guys have some things that you want to be looking at afterwards. So check this all on out. But on Monday, we don't have any news today at 9 a.m. We don't have any news at 10 o'clock. We do have Fed Waller, who is a part of the Feds, that he is speaking at 1:30, 2 o'clock, 3:15, 5. Nothing big, nothing wild. Things kick off more on Tuesday. We do have ADP employment change weekly. We do have, again, retail sales. We do have employment costs. We do have exporting prices. So Tuesday, we have a lot of hype. Wednesday, we have a lot of hype. Thursday, we have jobless claims data. That's always big. Existing home sales data. So again, 8:30 over on Wednesday and Thursday are going to be the biggest press releases. Now, what about earnings? You do have some big earnings. Not as many big earnings today. The big earnings are going to be more tomorrow. You do have Robinhood. You do have App, which was the #1 top gainer back in 2024 or 2023. We do have Coinbase over. Anyone see the Coinbase Super Bowl? I knew it was coming. And again, I will say that was probably the most clever commercial there was out of all the commercials out there, right? Which was what? It was the karaoke one. It was singing the Backstreet Boys. Everybody. And it was just like a minute long, trying to get everyone to sing, have everyone stare at the screen, have everyone sing karaoke. And then it was just like, sign up to Coinbase. Yeah. So it's like, okay, I get it. Good marketing. Got everyone sucked in with a song everyone knows and kind of likes, I guess. Yeah, everyone's singing it. Definitely all the girls there. Just, and then Coinbase. So that was a Super Bowl commercial. Getting some hype. Coinbase, AppLub, and Robinhood, Shopify. These are some earnings that are coming on up this week. There is still slightly fear in the stock market at this moment, but we do have fear, we have earnings, and we do have all the economic data right here. I don't know if you guys saw this as well. HIMS stock dropped 16% after trying to copy NVO. Novo, they came out with a drug, and basically HIMS tried to copy it. But as they copied it, they're using certain compounds that the FDA doesn't like. And the FDA said, hold up, wait a minute, HIMS, you're not allowed to put this out, right? So that's why their stock dropped 16%, and we're actually seeing stock ticker NVO climb. So NVO is climbing as HIMS is falling. Two different stocks, two different competitors. HIMS is copying NVO. NVO is rising as now FDA is freezing HIMS. So if you guys are into those plays, definitely check them on out. Then this is all the news today. Remember, UOKO, that stock doesn't have any sort of news. RITR, we are watching to see if that one's going to have some hype. We are watching BRR, see if that can get some hype. We went over all the top gainers today. IINN, that had a press release. ELTK, again, great stock today with a great press release. Stock's just not getting any sort of hype. MIMI, that was 8 o'clock this morning. MNTS, that was 8 o'clock this morning. We saw a couple press releases. NKLR, just never got some buying volume. EZRA, quick spike, quick dump. All these plays. VAL, trying to get acquired at a top. CMND, no hype on these plays just yet. So we have every single stock we want to look at. We have every single great top gainer. EZRA right now is the number one top gainer. EZRA, best press release, talks about an agreement to acquire over on EZRA. RITR, number 2 best press release. And then we do have other ones that we saw that just didn't get as much hype. MNTS spiked with a NASA partnership, dumped right back on down. So we are seeing, a lot of plays that have potential, but all of these plays so far, unfortunately, have just spiked and come right back on down. Nothing so far is spiking and holding, bringing in excitement. We need that exciting play. We need the play to break through the barrier and get a stock that's up 100% plus. UOKA goes up to 244, going to fade and fall. RITR had $1 billion partnership, but their target is $1 billion, not acquired for $1 billion. Quick spike, quick fall. VAL is getting acquired at $75 per share. Most likely not going to move off $75. MIMI, this stock is very little. Did have a press release earlier this morning. If we scroll on down right here, MIMI signs with a robotics company. So it does sign with a robotics company. MNTS did sign with NASA. Stock had a quick spike, came right back on down. So traders, we have news, we have credibility, but there's no wow factor yet. Let's see in the next 30 seconds, we have the 8:30 press release wave coming on out. In the next 30 seconds, the 8 a.m. press release wave is here. Let's see if we can find that wow factor. Here we go, guys. 8:30 is here. Let's see what we have here, traders. Repurchase program, BRR. BRR was a stock that Fox Runner already alerted today. Let's see what else we have. FMST. FMST maybe getting a little hype. FMST announces 5,000 meter follow-up. Okay. Let's see what else we have here, traders. Come on. Give us something good. GFAI, smaller play. GFAI acquire leading AI therapy. MNTS, guys, it's not really on my radar until it gets back above like 850. Once MNTS gets back above 850, I'll start paying attention to it a little bit more. Once MNTS gets, back above that 850 mark, that's where we could start getting a little bit more hype and a little bit more momentum. Right now, we are absolutely fine. Nothing new, nothing fresh at 830. Nothing new, nothing fresh. Right now, VAL is technically the best play. Now, what's VAL? VAL is getting acquired. So it's getting acquired for like $7 billion. So VAL is getting acquired. That one is slowly working itself on up over on VAL. An acquired press release did come out on that play here this morning. One of the better stocks at this time. How is gold and silver right now? Gold is at 460. SLV silver is back on down to 72. All right, still waiting for that first one to kind of stand on up and make us that money. Absolutely good. Absolutely prepared. Come on now. Come on now. We do have YYGH. A little bit of action. I mean, YYGH is up 12%. It's not anything crazy. EZRA, that was the one that, at 807. Again, only a 20-cent stock. EZRA is a top gainer, but it's just it's so tiny for me. So, traders, right now, we are good. Right now, I would say we stay on our hands. Right now, again, we sit back. Right now, we wait. That's what we have to do. I know, again, every single person wants to pull the trigger. That's why I'm here. I want to pull the trigger. I want to make money. I want to get after it. But I'm not going to randomly throw away my hard-earned work. Would you guys rather sit on your hands or pull the trigger just to lose? If there was a 100% chance that you lose, I mean, some people are psychopaths. Some people are like, Deck, I just love the thrill. I love the thrill of pulling the trigger. I don't care if I lose. If that's you, just buy whatever stock you want, lose your money so you have your fix on the day. But for me, I like keeping my money. I like staying disciplined. I like, again, being able to say to myself, you know what? When a play gets after it, that's where we can make some cash. But what are we going to trade right now? UOKA? What has UOKA done with it for us today? Nothing. It's moved sideways inside this little tiny channel the entire morning. What has RITR done for us today? Nothing. RITR is just moving sideways, not doing anything. What has MIMI done? It's a 30-cent stock. The stock's gone from 28 cents to 33 cents. It's moved 5 cents. There's no money for me to be made there. QSU, what has this one done for us today? Nothing. Stock is, again, barely has any sort of volume, just moving sideways, right? What else do we have here? You know, CCH, what has this one done for us? Nothing. Stock's moving sideways at this moment. If you really want to pull the trigger, maybe do a short on VAL at a high of the day of $77 and maybe again try to make a quick buck. But now we're gambling. Now we're really forcing. Now we're really trying to get things, like that's really pushing it a little bit. So I would be very careful until we see something a little bit clearer. What about KITT? KITT right now, traders, trying to get a little bit of hype, trying to get a little bit of momentum. 2 minutes ago, did come out with a press release. Let's see, KITT. If this one could maybe get a little bit of that hype and momentum and start spiking. Hard to borrow play. Stock has room to run. If I take a look over on this, looks like it has room to run up towards around the 140s. If this one ever did start taking on off a little bit, got up towards 120. Little bit of hype, little bit of potential. I'm not saying it's bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Maybe we can start getting a little bit more hype towards it. So we're all fine. Right now here, traders, we are seeing what we get. Seeing what's going to come on up. 8:35 in the market. Obviously, every single trader is excited and ready to rock and roll. Deck, tell us about, again, you meeting Trump. So again, traders, before I will talk about that here, I will say this as well, traders. I do not care about your political opinion. Just like you probably don't care about my political opinion. I, again, went on this opportunity because I wanted to, again, be able to, if there's ever a chance, I honestly don't care if it's Biden, if it's Trump, if it's George W. Bush, if it's Obama. If someone ever said, hey, you have an opportunity to meet the president, I'm going to take that if I agree with them, if I disagree with them, if I like them, if I love them, if I hate them, if whatever. So that's what I want you guys to understand here. I want to be able to have that opportunity, and I thought that was pretty incredible. So how did this whole entire day go down? Basically, what it came on down to was I have a buddy who, again, texted me and said, hey, I know a guy who is like Marco Rubio's one of his biggest, he's a Republican, and he goes, it's one of his biggest donors. Now, obviously, in a political party, if it's Democrat or Republican, you have to have donors. You have to have people that, again, send you money or give you money to help you, get higher up in, Congress and help you get higher up in political parties. So, again, he goes, I know a guy. He's coming on down for a dinner at Mar-a-Lago, and, we have an extra seat. Sean, I like you. Do you want to come? And I said, yeah, that sounds absolutely incredible. That sounds absolutely awesome. Now, at the same time, I'll be honest. I don't know this guy. I don't know the person that's showing up and bringing us here. I don't know, again, the guy who owns this jet. I don't know anything about this in any sort of way. So, again, that's where it was a little bit odd. I was a little bit on I was saying to myself, I don't know if I want to just get on a random plane right here, So that's where I was a little bit scared. That's where I was a little bit like, I don't know if I want to do this. Hold on a second. Claire, bring it in. Got a little, look at this, guys. Look at this. Talk about an absolute gorgeous meal. Enrique outdid himself today. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Thank you. Claire, come back. Can I get a kiss, Claire? Come here. Watch this. Come here. Get out of here. Go. Okay. Let's get back to story time. So basically, I show up at this little runway. I meet up with the friend I know. And all of a sudden, there's a jet sitting there waiting. And they say, hop on. And I say, okay. I say, it's a legit jet. I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm ready to get after it. Get in it. And we start flying on over. And then all of a sudden we went to at first, it was really cool. He was really nice. We went to, again, Breakers, which is in Palm Beach. And then after that, we headed over to Mar-a-Lago. And it was the whole thing. You know, we went through, and then the Secret Service, you know, kind of pats you down and takes you one by one over again to your table there. And it was a pretty amazing place, as you guys can imagine. This is where, again, the dinners were at. And that was pretty awesome and pretty crazy. And then, you know, later on in that night, you know, Trump showed up later on. So I didn't shake Trump's hand. I didn't get to speak to him. So it wasn't anything that I was able to talk to him in any sort of way. Just because, you know, I was just some random guest there. It was nice to be able to speak to other people, though. I did talk to a lot of people. I did, you know, be able to make connections. And I thought that was very cool. You know, I walked up to, you know, Marco Rubio, and I said, hey, Marco, you know, I really enjoyed your expose that you came out in 2024. And he looked at me and said, oh, you read that? And I said, yeah, I really love that. I just, you know, want to see if we can get the opposite side to be so, you know, not short-sighted. And Marco said, oh, wow, short-sighted. I really like the way you put that. How about you and I go in the back right now and smoke a couple, you know, cigars? And I said, stogies? Why not? You know, anyone? That's from Wedding Crashers. Okay, that whole entire, that's from Wedding Crashers there. So if anyone didn't get that quote. But it was very cool. It was very cool. Then on top of that, flew home, got back home that night. But yes, it was an in and out type of day. In, out. Was able to, again, enjoy it. Come right back on home. It was a very cool experience. Very cool. Very blessed. Very thankful. Want to say thank you to, again, you know, everyone that took me there. Now, I will say, guys, I don't even know if I want to eat this. I don't even know if I want to eat this. It looks that good. Right now, we are waiting for that next big breakout. We are waiting for that next big spike. Come on now. Let's find that next rip. Let's find that next run. Let's get ourselves jacked on up on the day. Traders, it is currently 8:40 in this market. If you guys have not yet smashed that thumbs on up, we are waiting for the first big spike. We're waiting for the first big run. And you better believe, once it's here, we are going to get after it. Once it's here, we are going. It is nothing but green lights today. I don't care if it's red lights. We are, again, dropping down the convertible, taking off our shirt, and running through some red lights today, playing nothing but Freebird on the radio. Let's get ourselves excited on this day. Let's get ourselves pumped. Let's get ourselves jacked. Does anyone have any questions, comments, or concerns so far today? Please let me know. Next press release wave is going to be right around that 9 o'clock mark. UOKA, MIMI, RITR, QSUO, VAL. All right, traders. Hey, everyone, take 2 minutes. Take a 2-minute break right here. Get your cup of coffee. Go to the bathroom. Walk your dog. Make love. Whatever you guys got to do. Give me 2 minutes right here. I'm going to devour this breakfast, not on camera, and we're going to be back in 2 minutes. Everyone, stay ready. Stay alert. Give me 2 minutes. We are going to be all set, ready to get after it on this day. Get ourselves absolutely jacked on up and ready to go. Give it a second. 2 minutes. We're back live. I'll see you guys back here in a second.
With me in between, I keep my mind on my money, money on my mind, but you's a hell of a distraction when you take your butt.
Just like nicotine, heroin, morphine. Suddenly I'm a fiend, and you're all I need, all I need. Yeah, you're all I need.
Damn, I hate to go psycho. Lil' mama bad like Michael. Can't really trust nobody with all this jewelry on you. My roof look like a no-show. Got diamonds by the polo. Come with the Tony. I do for clubs and all that you know you're mine. Hands on your body. I don't wanna waste no time. I can't look away. Just gotta say, and I'm like, whoa, man, my legs so goddamn cold. Diamonds when my teeth are slow. I don't always let it go. I just let you know you're.
Hey, don't make a sound. 2 a.m. low, gotta keep it down. Don't wait around for a second now. Give me some verb, I ain't talking now. You wanna ride in the 6, you wanna dine in the 6. But when I lean for the kiss, you said I'll probably send you some pics. And I'm like, hell nah, don't waiting too long. Hell nah, I want that cruel love. Hell nah, don't waiting too long. Hell nah, I want that cruel love. Body of mine, losing all my innocence. Yeah, body of mine, yeah, finding all my innocence. Yeah, body of mine, losing all my innocence. Yeah, body of mine, yeah, finding all my innocence.
I have accomplished it. I have accomplished it, ladies and gentlemen. I am the world's quickest eater. I have accomplished it. I am all set. My belly is full. My muscles are enlarged. My blood is flowing. My heart has been induced. My brain is stimulated. All right, we are back. Now, with that being stated, that was a nice little quick break where everyone was able to, again, do whatever you liked over that last 2 minutes. But now let's see if we can actually find a trade. Let's find if we can find a move. Find a play. Find something that makes me want to get up and take my clothes off. MIMI, RITR, QSUO, TNON, VAL. We might just have to keep on waiting until that 9 a.m. press release wave. You know, MIMI is just a little tiny. That's it. Let me again just post a screenshot for every single person of all the best, plays so far today. Okay? I want to just grab this real quick. And if you guys don't have Fox Runner or if you guys are not in Tradecaster, try to just take a screenshot of that right now. But I'm going to type out, best press releases so far this morning. And what we have right now is MIMI. We do have RITR. We do have MNTS. We do have EZRA. Right? These are the best press releases of this morning. We do have VAL. Those are the ones that kind of seem like they're standing up the most. Those are the ones that are getting some of the most hype and some of the most recognition. Those are the ones that are getting the attention towards them right now. So it's all about, again, having that credibility at this moment. Can you please take this plate away? Claire? Claire? Can you please take this plate away? I am done. I'm finished. Please. I'm working. Thank you. Right now. Let's see what we get. Let's get ourselves ready to go. Come on now. Come on. Like, I want my Money Monday to be filled with a lot of big trades, but we still got to wait right now at this moment. You know, so we're waiting for that first trade to kind of step on up and be able to make us some cash. SNDK. SNDK is a stock that, as you guys know, I absolutely want to short so bad. I wanted to short SNDK at around 850 to 900. We just never got there. Now, again, we did get this perfect little doji star, and that's what I love about trading sometimes, is when you find these perfect little, you know, doji stars, you find these perfect little reversals. And again, I went over this before in the past, the doji star candle, doji star reversals, where you basically are finding this little star at the top, and it shows that we're going to start moving on down in the opposite direction. So you could see doji stars that are at the bottom, right? We have a stock fading, falling, and then you have a doji star. They call it a morning star. Morning star, you get up and go. An evening star is where, again, you spike on up, you get to the very top, and now you go to bed. So the morning star, morning doji, would be a bottom dip buy and bottom bounce. A evening doji would be a top reversal and start dropping back on down. So that's, you know, a good one about SNDK. And you can see that doji star right here, that evening doji. Stock's climbing. Here's again that evening doji, and now the stock starts fading and falling all the way back on down. Is MNTS trying to get a little bit of hype back on up? I mean, MNTS is trying, guys. MNTS did have a good press release this morning. Remember, it did have that press release with NASA. It talks about a NASA partnership. It's the number 3 best press release so far today. Number 3 best press release so far today. UOKA. UOKA starting to fade and fall a little bit. And the S&P 500, you know, once it gets back above 690, you know, we are right there ready to go and seeing if this thing's going to break above 700. I mean, we have essentially been floating around the same exact area for how long, guys? I mean, the S&P 500, we have just been around that 690 mark for a while. 690 was first hit back in October 29th. October 29th, we hit 690, fell back on down. Then again, we hit it back in December, we fell. We came back on up at the end of December, fell. We broke it back in January, we fell. We came back up towards around 700, brand new record high, and we fell, and now we're back at 690. So from October till February, this 5-month stretch, we've just been sitting next to 690. At some point, we need to break out of this. At some point, we need to either A, go above 700, or B, we're going to fade and fall and drop all the way back on down towards like 645. What do you guys think? Are we going to be able to get that? Are we going to be able to see that, you know, sooner than later? Either that break of 700, and we actually see the S&P 500 get a little bit of a rally so far. You know what I mean? Like, so far, if we want to take a look at the S&P 500, I think we're going to be up 0.5%. Year to date, 1%. So the S&P 500, if you put in $100,000 into the S&P 500, you are up $1,000. If you put up, again, $10,000 in the stock market, you are up $100. So you're up $100. Right now, traders, also for our long-term investment, we're hoping AMPX could start working its way back up towards around $15. You know, $15 is the main area. Came on down to $7.72, bounced off that 200-day moving average, ran all the way back up to $15, and then we had that monstrous down day where we saw AMPX fall from $15 all the way down to $10. Now it's sitting back at $12. But basically, this is how all growth stocks are looking. Like, take a look at, you know, Palantir. I mean, Palantir is trying to get a little bounce, but that's having a little bit of trouble. What about Oklo, OKLO? OKLO, that one's been fading and falling. That one's getting a little bit weaker over on OKLO at this time. You know, so a lot of like growth plays have been kind of fading and falling. You know, what's Rocket Lab been up to? Rocket Lab's been fading and falling. Came up to $100, big rejection off that $100 area, now starting to fade and fall back on down. What's ASTS doing? Came on up towards 130. That one started fading back on down a little bit more. What other growth plays are there? Maybe IO&Q, quantum computing plays. Quantum computing, that one's been fading and falling. What else do we have here? What about eVTOLs? You know, the new aviation. Joby, that one's been falling back on down to $10. So Joby's been getting weaker. What about Archer? ACHR, that one's been fading back on down. That one's at $6. So we're not seeing a very confident growth market right now. We're not seeing a lot of plays, everyone's spiking and ripping and running and popping and climbing, everyone going, this is amazing, right? You know, we don't have that right now. ONDS, that's a very popular play. Did ONDS come out with news this morning? ONDS did have news this morning. I'm seeing a couple people talk about that, saying there was a $30 million contract over on ONDS this morning, which is a very popular play, very popular stock. It's a very large float play. This is one of those plays, guys, that's going to take a very long time to kind of like, you know, be able to pay you out. It's like a Joby. It's like an Archer. Just staying ready. Staying ready on every single play here, team. We have about 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes until we get ready to go for our 9 a.m. press release wave. Steven made again $1,611 on Friday on my Tesla calls. Shout out to you, Steven. That's absolutely fantastic. That's absolutely amazing. Again, there is nothing that makes me happier than seeing you guys make money. There is nothing that makes me happier than seeing you guys profit. That's why I'm here. Guys, to be honest with you, like, I don't need to stream if I don't want to. If I didn't stream, I could just, again, trade, make my $500 to $1,000 and go out and enjoy my day. But I enjoy helping you. I personally do. I personally enjoy seeing you guys grow. I personally enjoy seeing you guys make money. I personally enjoy seeing you guys and being able to have a community where everyone comes together and they're saying to themselves, hey, you know what? I can trust Deck. And I know Deck's going to trade live in front of us, trading these real-time plays. Like, we're doing it all together. ENTX, this is a little bit weird. ENTX just went from $1 up to $1.50, back down to $1.17 over on ENTX as, again, they appoint a Pfizer exec. So a Pfizer exec just joined the board. So far, a little low on press releases, a little bit low on volume, a little bit low on hype right now. We got about 3 minutes here. I need a 9 a.m. press release wave. Deck, what are you going to be looking for out of today? Most likely what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be looking for whatever spikes, I look for a short right back on down. Whatever spikes, I look for a short right back on down. Whatever spikes, you know, I look for the reversal right back on down. That's the goal. Whatever spikes, I'm staying ready for. I'm staying alert on. I'm staying on top of. All right, traders, here we go. Here we go, baby. 30 seconds until the next press release wave. All eyes over on Fox Runner right here, right now, getting ourselves ready to go on this day. Come on. Let's get something good. Anything that spikes, I'm getting ready for a short back on down, though. Just a little heads up for every single person, okay? Anything that does spike, anything that does take on off, I am going to just be getting ready to be able to short it right back on down. That's essentially what I'm going to be doing. We haven't seen anything spike and hold yet. So anything that goes on a quick rip, just get ready for a quick short. Make sense, everyone? Whatever spikes, get ready for a quick short right back on down is the goal. We're looking for one play to get us excited. One play to kind of take on off. One play to go a little bit, chaotic. All right, here's 9 a.m. News is going to be coming out within the next 10 seconds. 9 a.m. is now live, and we are here. No news yet, but it'll come. Here comes the first little bit. No big keywords, though, yet. No keywords. Watch some low float plays. Come on, come on, come on. GAACK. Again, UOKA, number one top gainer, not doing anything. MIMI, just moving, just slow. RITR, sideways. QSUO. What's this one? Instacart. Do we have, again, FLWS? FLWS partnership. FLWS partnership with Instacart. Might have some resistance up near around that $5 mark if this one does spike. So again, we spike up towards around $5. Get ready for a possible little short. So again, that's the only press release I'm seeing. Cart is a larger play. That's $34. FLWS, Instacart, and 108 Flowers spread the love on with nationwide partnership. So maybe we get a little bit of attention, a little bit of hype right there over on FLWS as they're spreading love with their partnership. Is that a good press release? Well, hey, we're spreading the love. Okay, hey, I'm happy you're spreading love. It's not that I would rather probably see, hey, we have I would rather probably see positive phase 3 trials. I'd probably rather see, something along those lines. But you know what? If we're spreading love, I'll take that. I just want something that's going to spike right now. I just want something that's going to move. I want something that's going to get some hype. I want something that's going to get this Money Monday going. Traders, please confirm with me that I'm not just taking crazy pills and I'm not seeing anything. Does anyone see anything even moving at this moment? Is there anything even going crazy at this moment? If there is, please let me know. But right now, I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. I feel like I'm in a straitjacket at this moment. I feel like, again, the stock market wasn't turned on today. I feel like it's, is it a holiday that I'm not aware of? Is it a holiday that's happening at this moment that, again, like just no one's here? Is it just because it's the day after the Super Bowl? Like, we don't have anything moving. The number one top gainer has no news, no action, no activity, no nothing. MIMI, again, this stock's 40 cents. It's moved a total of 10 cents on the day. RITR has done nothing. QSM has no volume. MNTS spiked on up and dumped right back on down. CCH has done nothing. TNON has done nothing. PLBY, a little bit of hype. Yeah, I feel like I got invited to a party and they gave me the wrong address on purpose. I feel like I'm Happy Gilmore showing up at the 18th hole at 9. Just getting sprinklers thrown on me right now. So I'm sure there will be something that tries to spike at the time of 9:30 today. Sure, I could imagine that. I could imagine something tries to spike at the time of 9:30. But it's like, I mean, it's kind of crazy. That we don't have anything that is even remotely, I feel like, bringing in the attention, remotely bringing in the hype. I'm hoping we get something at 905 that could at least make us some money. Guys, if I make over $600 today, I'm happy. Because we're only going to get one chance today. There will be, at the start of the day, probably one stock that will spike. There probably will be one play that will get some momentum. There will probably be one play that starts taking on off in some form, shape, or capacity. So I think, again, the best thing for us to do is stay smart and stay safe. I say we just prep. We find the one that looks the best. Let's do it, guys. Let's prep. Let's find the one that looks the best. What is your favorite press release today? What would you guys say is the strongest press release this morning? Let's go ahead and kind of take a screenshot of it and let's see. Number one. First thing let's look at is, let's just realize the lower floats. MIMI can spike. EZRA can spike, RITR can spike, MNTS can spike. Anything under here really can't spike that much. So we are kind of focused more on the top four. The top four is kind of what we're focusing on, which is great. That's kind of like what we'd be aware of anyway. The top four plays, because those are going to be the lower floats. Now, again, let's not overthink it. What is the best press release? MIMI is a stock that's signed with a robotics leader. Okay, signing with a robotics leader. That's a good press release. EZRA has an agreement to acquire a controlling stake in, I don't know what this is, agreement to acquire in a post-quantum cybersecurity company. Okay, so EZRA is acquiring a cybersecurity company. That means their stock should be reflected in, again, them getting that acquire. Awesome. RITR, this is probably the worst press release. It says they have an agreement to have a target for $1 billion. Again, a target means nothing. Hey, I have a target to lose 20 pounds before summer. My target is to have a six-pack. My target is this. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. So really, team, this is where things get hard. MIMI and EZRA are great press releases. But the issue is they're only 40 cents and 20 cents. Those are kind of like baby plays we don't really want to be trading in any sort of way, right? Then on top of that, you know, RITR, this is at least a stock that's in our range, $1, but it's not a good press release. Probably, to be frank with you, MNTS is the best press release. MNTS has a partnership with NASA. We are a $7 stock partnering with NASA. I like that. Now, I know you guys are also saying SXTC starting to get some hype. Okay, SXTC starting to get a little momentum right here. So again, SXTC, what is going on right now at this moment to see if this one's going to start taking on off. Guys, you guys see any sort of news on SXTC? I don't see any sort of news on SXTC. SXTC, no news I see, but stock is trying to climb. Stock is trying to get a little bit of a pop. Is this just going to be one of those random spikes that just dump right back on down? I do not see any news. I do not see any sort of credibility. This one looks like it might just be one of those plays that spike right on up and then start falling. I mean, to be frank with you, if you can get some cheap shares to short, it might just be worth it. Be like, hey, you know what? Screw it. Pull the trigger and just see if you can be. I mean, look at this, guys. It's just coming right back on down. I don't see any sort of credibility at all. Do you guys? I don't. I see nothing. So, looks like this was an attempted pump. Looks like SXTC was just like an attempted pump right there. Where this one is just going right on up towards, again, 470, right back on down. Maybe if this one can spike back up to $4, you just look for a little bit of a quick little short. I mean, the thing is, guys, it's $90 for 2,000 shares. Nah, unless this one spikes all the way up towards like $5, I don't really care. So SXTC, I'm not going to spend nearly $100. Someone's trying. But really, the best press release today, guys, is MNTS. MNTS clicks the boxes. 11 million in float. Lower float. MNTS, $7 stock. Not a sub $1 play. MNTS has a partnership with NASA. So again, it does click the boxes on like, okay, hey, that's the best play. So I do like MNTS a lot. Let's see if MNTS could maybe re-spike $8 and rip and run and maybe get above that 50-day moving average of 958. But it is just a little bit of a waiting game here. Little bit of a waiting game. Guys, SXTC still trying to grind on up a little bit. Let's see what we have at this moment. At play, SXTC. Stock's trying to get a little bit of hype right now. Again, I'm not touching this one. We're kind of getting cornered though. And what I mean by that is like, we don't have many options. So people are going to start buying whatever's moving. Like that's what people are going to start doing. People are going to start buying whatever is moving, whatever is getting some hype. People are going to start, we might see a play today that we are going to scratch our head and say, I don't understand why that's spiking. Hey Deck, I don't understand why this one's moving. Why is this one moving? Why is this one climbing? And I'm not going to have a great answer for you. It's just if something starts catching hype, there might be a chance that it just starts taking on off. So SXTC here, team. If this one starts moving itself on up, there is a chance that this one just starts taking on off. Guys, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to run across my room, grab myself a quick bottle of water. 1 second here, serious. No forcing, team. Want to see what we can do. Let's go back to it here for a second. What's all the best news over? Let's go over to just all top gainers here. All top gainers, UOKA. I mean, we know every single one of these by heart at this point because, I mean, we kind of been forced to. Remember this, team. UOKA. If we want to take a look at this play, what do we know? I'm just kind of writing. No news. No news. Low float. We do know that has the 200-day moving average at the price of 422. That's where there's going to be some strong areas of resistance. That's where there's going to be some strong areas of reversal. MIMI. This is one of those that is just too low in price. Too low in price. I'm not a fan of trading stocks that are only 40 cents. XRX. This stock right here is currently up $2.28. Let me check this one on out real quick. I want to check this play on out. XRX. I mean, there's no volume, there's nothing. That kind of seems like it might be a mistake. We don't even need that. EZRA. EZRA did acquire. Remember, it acquired part of a quantum computing company. Unfortunately, it's only 21 cents. It kind of goes through the same exact thing. Too low in price. I don't really care about stocks that are only 20 cents. They're not really for me. We do have RITR. RITR. Again, this is a stock that did have that $1 billion agreement until you read it and realize they didn't get $1 billion. $1 billion is a target, which just means nothing for us. MNTS is our favorite play. MNTS is the one we like the most. this is the stock that I think has the best chance of spiking because we do have credibility. We have a NASA press release. NASA press release. That's the one that could be able to go on a nice spike, rip, and run. Right? XXTC. This is just a Chinese play. This is a China stock. China stocks are known to just be pump and dumps. So it's like, right here, there's so many plays I really don't even care about. UOKA, it is the number one top gainer, so we have to watch it. MIMI, I don't care about this play. XRXX, that shouldn't even be there. EZRA, too low in price. RTIR, that one has a $1 billion target, which means nothing. SXTC is a Chinese play. The only one I actually see has credibility today is MNTS. MNTS is the only one that's credible, and UOKA might spike just because it's the number one top gainer. So those are the top two that actually have some credibility and reasoning behind it. Nothing else that's getting me excited right now. Nothing else that's jumping off the board. Nothing else that's getting me going here. I don't see any other kind of fresh, hot news that we need to be aware of right now. Also, there's been no kind of new congressional trading, anything like that. We are completely just all good to go. We have some new news that just came out at 9:15. Positive phase 3 results, BFRI. Hold on a second. BFRI, guys, maybe a little bit of hype. Let's see this. BFRI just had a little press release. Maybe that can get some hype. Or anything else that maybe TIRX. Maybe BFRI, guys, starts, coming on out and starts getting a little bit of action. BFRI just came out on Fox Runner 43 seconds ago, announces positive data. Now, again, usually positive data is a great thing. Yeah, I just would be careful about today. Today, we haven't seen anything spike. We haven't seen anything, rip and run. So let's see, can this play over on BFRI start getting a little bit of momentum, start getting a little bit of action, and maybe turn into something that we would really want? We also have what, WSHP? Nope, nothing there. TIRX, anything right there? TIRX, again, too small for me. BFRI would be the best bet. BFRI would be the best bet right now. See if you can break $1 and maybe get a little bit of hype. Now remember, everything that has spiked has dumped today. Everything. Let's just see, BFRI. Let's say I want to get 6,000 shares on the short side, just because I know everything's been fading and falling. 6,000 shares, locate lowest, click cancel. BFRI already has 6,000 shares. This is my $0 locate fee. Okay. Let's see. BFRI. Inquire. Locate lowest. Locate. Cancel. Okay. BFRI accepted. I've now been accepted to go ahead and short 6,000 shares over on BFRI. Now, BFRI, as we know, guys, this stock is just known to spike and give it all on back. You know what? I'm going to hammer my first trade of the day right now. I'm going to do 1,000 shares right now at the price of 102. And I'm just going to keep moving our way on up a little bit. I just haven't seen anything spike. I haven't seen anything take on off. It's hard for me to be like, hey guys, we're going to rip and run on anything when we just haven't seen one play do that yet. We haven't seen one play do that yet. Now, I will say BFRI does have a good press release. But is there a chance that it actually spikes? Is there a chance that it actually, moves on up? Is there a chance that we actually go back up towards 110 and maybe 120 and I could start, adding some more shares on this play? Let's see what we can do here. If we get up towards around 112, we get a little bit more hype. I did get filled at 112 right there. I have 2,000 shares right now at the price of 107. If we keep on spiking, I will add some shares on this play, guys. Try to bring up my cost basis to some high areas. But again, right now I do have 2,000 shares over on this play at the cost basis of 107. As I said, if I can make a few $100, even $100, I'll be happy with it. Now again, BFRI is the best press release that I see. BFRI talks about positive phase 3, talks about meeting primary endpoints. I mean, that's a great press release. There is nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing wrong with this press release. It just comes on down to the market conditions, right? You could have Tiger Woods on a golf course, but if it's super windy and it's a hurricane, he's still not going to do well. So BFRI has an incredible press release. But if we are in conditions that are a hurricane, you just got to remember, BFRI still might not do that well. And it's like, Deck, you know, it has great keywords. It has, again, positive endpoints. It has phase 3. Tiger Woods is a great golfer, but he's not a great golfer in a hurricane. This is a great press release, but it's not a great press release in these conditions. Does that make sense, everyone? So right now we are up $100 at this moment. And let's see if BFRI can maybe fall a little bit more. Where could it fall on down to? Maybe like 95 cents. Falls on down to 95 cents or so. We just take our profits. We make a, a quick little, $200. Right now we're up $148, guys. Does anyone here think we just keep on falling a little bit? All we're doing is seeing quick little spikes and drops right back on down. There's $177. Traders, there we go. Good job. $160, $150. I'm going to just take my gains right there. All right, guys, I'm going to lock in $150. I'm going to lock in $150 right now. Just started on off. All right. So, hey, first trade on the day, $150. We might as well make something. That's all we're trying to do. We're just trying to make something. We're trying to get ourselves prepared. We're trying to get ourselves ready. So at least we're on the board. We'll take it. We're on the board. We're ready to go. A win's a win. A win is a win. MSTR trying to get a little bounce play. MSTR is going to follow a lot of whatever Bitcoin does. Remember that, guys. Whatever Bitcoin does, MSTR is going to be looking to do. I still like, again, our favorite play today is MNTS. I think MNTS has a great chance of spiking and, at least trying. I am not saying MNTS is going to get back up to $8, but MNTS might at least pop back up towards like 805, right? MNTS might get on up towards, 820. Like, there's a chance that MNTS might be able to get a little bit of momentum, a little bit of hype, a little bit of action. You know what I mean? All right here, team. No forcing in any sort of way. We are just sitting back, staying smart, putting ourselves in the best positions that we possibly can. I'm just gonna, honestly, for you guys, I'm just going to be dibbling and dabbling today. If I can get a few, I would say like 3. Like, the goal would be, let's try to make 3 $150 trades. Try to make 3 $150 trades. And that'll add up towards, $500 by the end of the day. Give or take. Guys, BFRI still trying to move itself on up. I will not get filled on BFRI unless it comes up towards around 120. When it gets up near 120, that would be the next time that I get myself involved in BFRI. Do I make myself clear, guys? So BFRI, next time I will trade this play is if this stock can get up towards around 120, that's where I will look for a possible short. Okay? So BFRI spikes on up towards 117, 118, 120. That's where I'm going to start, jumping in on that play once again and start looking for a little bit more hype. That's where I'll start looking for a little bit more action. That's where I'll start, saying to myself, hey, you know what? This is a trade that I want to look at. TIRX, still a little bit of hype, it seems like. But again, TRX had only barely any volume. It's only a 14-cent play. Not the biggest fan of TIRX. Just taking some screenshots, making sure everyone is all set, ready to go for this day. Making sure everyone is all prepared and ready to rock. But I mean, we have gone over everything from start to finish multiple times. At this point, team, it just comes on down to let's get ready to trade. Let's get ready to make some profit. Let's get ready to make some money. Let's set a goal today. $500, traders. Goal today, $500. We want to try to be as smart as we possibly can, making sure we're doing things right, not putting ourselves in positions that are only going to hurt us. Smile now, deck. You're going to trade the prop firm account today? That'd be a good idea. You know, maybe again we go over towards one stop prop right now, open that on up as well, and see if we could be able to still pass that challenge. Obviously, we are still going to pass that challenge at this time. So let me log in over there and bring that on over so we're all set. So we could do our live trading. We could do prop firm trading as well. All right, I'm going to bring this on over right now at this moment as well. Ruff! Shout out to Ruff for subscribing. Thank you, Ruff, for joining the family. I truly appreciate you, buddy. I know it's a little bit of a slower day here today, but we're doing everything we possibly can to stay ready and stay alert. Right now, again, we do have our prop firm that we're still trying to get to that $5,000 target. We have traded 3 out of 3 days. We have not hit the max daily loss. We have not hit the overall max loss as well. We are up, $224. If we want to obviously trade, we can. I always like trading the US 500. It really just depends on which way is this market going to go. All right, S&P 500 here. I think the best bet would be looking for a bounce off that 50-day moving average. What is that 50-day moving average area? 50-day moving average is 686.50. I would say the best chance to be able to make some money at this point would be watching for a pullback back on down towards 686.50. I think we have strong resistance at 690. I think there will be a lot of trouble at 690. I think there could be a lot of weakness at 690. So again, we are still looking to be able to pass the prop firm over on one stop prop. I would say the best thing for us to do is go ahead and probably look for a put today over on the S&P 500 and see if this can fade and fall. Essentially hit the 690 mark and start getting rejected back on down. It seems like we are kind of making that arch type of move where basically we have quick little, like we have spike, drop, spike, drop, spike. What would you guys call this? I'd call this like a head and shoulders like pattern. Here's a shoulder, here's a head, here's a shoulder, and then you get a sell-off. Now, it's not perfect. Don't get me wrong. It's a little wonky, but usually what we have is like 3 peaks. When you have 3 peaks, it usually leads to a sell-off coming up in the future. So, what I would be, again, looking at would be something along these lines, where we have this shoulder, head, shoulder, and then you get the sell-off. Shoulder, head, shoulder, sell-off. You guys see shoulder, head, shoulder, sell-off. You guys can see shoulder, head, shoulder, sell-off. Here you guys shoulder, head, shoulder, sell-off. So if you were going to trade today, I would say the S&P 500, watch for a little bit of a pop, at the start, but I do think we could easily fall back on down to the blue line, the 50-day moving average. So prop firm trading, I would do US 500. I like to get a little crazy on it. Don't get me wrong. I like to kind of get a little wild and then hammer down that sell button. Try to, again, cross that $5,000 level so you can get funded $100,000. That's what I would be looking for on the S&P 500 today. Quick morning pop, then again, fade back on down. As for everything else, BFRI, we will short if this play gets up near 120. We are also watching MNTS. MNTS has a lot of resistance up near around 820. So MNTS, guys, this is the best press release today, which I think could easily get at least hype at the bell. MNTS, I do think could get hype at the bell. So I do want to put some MNTS short orders in as well. I'm going to put MNTS short orders from 820 up to 875. So I'm going to go limit order. I'm going to do 200 shares at 820, 828, 834, 839, 843, 848, 851, 857. Again, I'm just spreading out orders. It doesn't matter like the exact penny. I'm just spreading out orders all the way from 820 up towards, again, that 874, 875 mark. Just because I think that's going to be near a top. And as we come up near the top, I'm going to have the best overall cost basis. I'll have the best overall average. All right, awesome. So, right now here, traders, MNTS, this thing spikes at the bell up towards around $8.20 to $9. I will be getting filled. Okay? This is the play that I think has the best chance for a morning spike. I just don't see anything that looks fantastic. Okay? As for prop firms, watch the S&P 500 to get a quick spike and then a nice reversal right back on down. This market is going to be opening on up here, team, in a few seconds. Please just stay prepared. Please just stay ready. Here is my live orders. S&P 500, everyone stay prepared and ready to rock and roll on this as well. I do think we will get a quick pop-up near around that 690 mark. And then again, we could also be trading the prop firm, as you guys know. So prop firm trading, I will be again looking for a short on the S&P 500 for a little bit of a pop and drop. The drop would be back on down towards, again, that 896.30-ish mark, okay? Market's now open. Market is now live. We are all set, ready to go over on this market. I am watching MNTS for that pop above $8 to be able to get filled as well. Make sure that you guys are prepared and aware on MNTS. Nothing I'm in on. I also do have entries over on BFRI in case those start getting some hype. BFRI, I do have, again, some possibilities over there. Right now, MNTS is the best chance of getting filled, it seems like. MNTS, guys, we had a little bit of a spike over on S&P 500 and now starting to already get a little bit of that drop. This actually could and should start getting even weaker and weaker and weaker. So the S&P 500, I think, is going to fall back on down towards at least like 687 or so. Guys, look at the S&P 500. It's going to have to find like its bottom support line. Bottom support is going to be back on down to that 50-day moving average as we talked about. Probably this is going to be holding up. That's trying to hold up as a little bit of support, as you guys can see. Trying to hold up as a little bit of support right here, but is still cracking underneath it. See the bounce play, bounce play, bounce play. You guys can also see if we connect some dots along the top area right now. What's this little top? 689.15. If you do get a little bounce play. Kind of that 689.15 mark over on the S&P 500. MNTS did not break $8 yet, so we never got filled over there. If MNTS spikes on up towards, again, that 689, or excuse me, S&P 500 spikes on up towards around that VWAP, we could look to be able to get filled over on the prop firm. Remember, prop firm is fake money. Cobra is real money. Reese, can you explain why you went from you wanting to short MNTS at $11 to now $8.50, $8.20? I don't think we're going to get up towards $11. Does today seem like a day that, stocks are spiking? Does today seem like a day that everyone's buying plays? Does today seem like a day that everyone's excited and saying, oh, hey, you know what? We're going to see stocks run up towards record highs. I don't think MNTS is going to get up towards $11 today. I think MNTS could spike up to $8.50, $8.60, but I don't see it getting up to $11, $12. I just don't see that happening today. S&P 500, still, again, the best area of resistance is going to be somewhere above 689, like 36, that region. So we could get ready for a possible little shorting opportunity over on the S&P 500 for a little bit of a pop on up towards, again, that 689.30 mark or so. And then, again, hold that for a possible shorting play as this one fades and falls back on down. There it goes. A little bit of a pop, a little bit of spike. Might hit the VWAP here and there before a reversal back on down. We still have MNTS. Still not being able to get that big momentum and big hype towards it. So we're staying ready on everything. Guys, there's the S&P 500 quick little pop. S&P 500 quick little pop. Stay ready for this. Let's see what happens here. I'm staying ready on the S&P 500. I'm also staying ready on MNTS here. Obviously, if I get filled on MNTS, I'm going to give that like my main focus. S&P 500, still VWAP right around that 689. Guys, I'm going to enter right now over on the S&P 500 for a pullback. We just came up towards the VWAP. We're getting a little bit of reversal back on down. I think we have room to fall back on down towards 686, as you guys know. 686 is the 50-day moving average. I am in right now over on, again, the one-stop prop account, looking to see can the S&P 500 fade and fall. Okay? I am going to be watching. Can the S&P 500 fade and fall? Can the S&P 500 get weaker? I am going to have about a $2,000 stop loss over on the one-stop prop account. Just a little heads on up. Remember, this is, again, a challenge. It's fake money, but we are looking to be able to make $5,000. All we need to do is basically nail the right side of momentum, and we will be all set, ready to go. I'm looking for a reversal and a little fade back on down. If, again, the S&P 500 probably breaks above like 690.50, that's where I'm going to be getting out. So always just staying ready on everything. Guys, I'm still watching for that MNTS pop. Still watching for that MNTS pop. Always just being prepared as well to get out of the S&P 500. Always have like a closed position ready to go. But if the SPY pop starts fading back on down towards 689, 688, I mean, we have room to fall. Where towards? Room to fall that 50-day moving average. 50-day moving average is 686. So that's what I'm looking for. I just want to see if we're going to get a little pop and then reverse back on down. Also, MNTS, guys. MNTS at this moment. We know MNTS. This is the play. I'm looking for a rip and run up towards 850. It's been sitting right around 780 or so. I will get filled 820, 830, 850. So I'm staying ready over on that play. I do know UOKA. I see you guys talking about UOKA is halted at this time. UOKA went from 240 up to 290. This stock, next strong resistance area. Play it safe. It's going to have resistance up near 350 and then all the way on up towards around that 376 mark. So it's going to be 350 to 376 over on UOKA as our next main resistance area. So let's actually UOKA. UOKA right here. That's getting unhalted here in the next minute. Let's do, again, 200 shares at a time from 350 to 370 target. Okay? Price 350. I don't think I located any shares to short on this play. UOKA. Let's just stay ready on this. UOKA. 2,000 shares. 2,000 shares. Inquire all. Locate lowest. Cancel. Guys, I can't short UOKA. UOKA, guys, is $500 for 2,000 shares. It's just too expensive. UOKA's $500. I will try this again. But that is just way too expensive. UOKA to be able to short. They're charging $500. It's probably just because it's in such high demand right now. Yeah, it's too expensive. I'm sorry, team. It's just too expensive to short. Too expensive right now to go against UOKA. I don't like it. There's no news. There's no news. It's just a top gainer that no one else has been, we haven't seen anything spike yet. So we've seen no other play spike yet. We've seen no other, again, big ripper and runner. So right now it's just traders are going to UOKA just because it's something to do. MNTS, we're still waiting for this one to spike up to $820 to $9. $820 to $9, I will get filled on shorts. I already have those orders set, as you guys know. S&P 500, watching for that reversal. S&P 500, I'm still on that play. As you guys know, the goal to get $100,000 funded is we need to make $5,000. That's what we need. So we need to make $5,000. I'm shorting the S&P 500 on US 500. I do have an open order right here. I can close it at any time that I want to. I am watching for, again, the S&P 500 to turn and fade and see if that one can get weaker. UOKA, guys, is live. UOKA is live. Let's see if this one breaks through $3. Remember, where would I have shorted? If I purchased $500 worth of shares, which I'm just not going to, I would short this play at 350 to 375 was my goal. 350 to 375 is my goal. I don't know if it's going to get there. It might get there, might not get there, but we will see. Over on UOKA. MNTS, guys, I still have that feeling it's going to get that little spike. I would still love to see that MNTS little spike up to 850, get filled, dump back on down, make our money. Here comes UOKA. Hypothetically, my trade would be 350 to 375 traders. And if the shares become cheaper, I'll do it.